rolling.
One. Hey.
Talk back.
Let's go.
In 1982 ontving Bruce Cockburn in ons land een Edison als eerbetoon aan zijn toen al indrukwekkende staat van dienst. Het is inmiddels 1998 en voor mij staat hij nog altijd model voor het begrip singer-songwriter. Heel vaak heeft hij in zijn teksten openlijk steunbetuiging gegeven aan allerlei vraagstukken, maatschappelijke vraagstukken in de wereld. Bijvoorbeeld of het allemaal in Zuid- en Midden-Amerika wel juist was. En zijn openlijke steunbetuiging aan bijvoorbeeld het adres van allerlei milieuorganisaties. Muzikaal gezien is het smullen geblazen. Een loepzuivere stem gekoppeld aan kristalhelder gitaargeluid. 10 jaar geleden was hij al eens de gast in de 2 Meter Studio. En nu, heel terecht, opnieuw. Hier is de 2 Meter sessie van Bruce Cockburn.
Sunset is an angel weeping, holding out a bloody sword. No matter how I squint, I cannot make out what it's pointing toward. Sometimes you feel like you've lived too long. Days drip slowly on the page. You catch yourself pacing the cage. I've proven who I am so many times. The magnetic strip's worn thin. And each time I was someone else, and everyone was taken in. Hours chatter in high places, stir up eddies in the dust of rage. Set me to pacing the cage. I never knew what you all wanted, so I gave you everything. All that I could pillage, all the spells that I could sing. It's as if the thing were written in the constitution of the age. Sooner or later, you'll wind up pacing the cage. Sometimes the best map will not guide you. You can't see what's round the bend. Sometimes the road leads through dark places. Sometimes the darkness is your friend. Today these eyes scan bleach reached out land for the coming of the outbound stage. Pacing the cage, pacing the cage.
Thank you. Bruce, are you being regarded as a controversial singer in Northern America?
It depends on who you ask, I think.
Well, the audience?
Well, by my audience, I don't think I'm particularly controversial. I guess once in a while, things I say or write in a song get taken that way. But you know, if there's an issue that people feel strongly about and I take a stand on it, then sometimes that becomes a source of controversy.
I was sometimes talking about songs like Nicaragua or If I Had a Rocket Launcher and so many others. But did you change, well, an opinion on certain issues over the years?
Well, I'm always pretty careful about how I word things, so I always leave myself lots of room. But no, not about so many things. There's a few old songs that I don't sing anymore because I don't share, I don't have the same point of view. But those mostly tend to be the very personal ones that refer to a personal situation that no longer exists or something like that, you know, more than the political songs. Because it seems like the songs that are issue related, most of them are about issues that haven't gone away. You know, the problems that those songs address are still problems, so.
Now, how do you regard writing love songs? Is it easy for you or is it too easy, perhaps?
For me, writing love songs is exactly the same procedure as writing any other kind of song. It's that same relationship between an external experience and the emotional response to it, and then that triggers the creative process sometimes.
What'll be the next song?
Well, that's a good question. You asked for If I Had a Rocket Launcher, and we were just talking about it, so maybe I should try and do that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here comes the helicopter, second time today. Everybody scatters and hopes it goes away. How many kids they've murdered, only God can say. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I'd make somebody pay. I don't believe in guarded borders, and I don't believe in hate. I don't believe in generals or their stinking torture states. And when I talk with the survivors of things too sickening to relate, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would retaliate. On the Rio La Canton, 100,000 wait to fall down from starvation or some less humane fate. or Guatemala, with a corpse in every gate. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, I would not hesitate. Every voice, at least I've got to try. Every time I think about it, water rises to my eyes. Situation desperate, echoes of the victim's cry. If I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, if I had a rocket launcher, some son of a bitch would die.
But it is dry, you're right. That's a condition of winter, it seems like. All right, let's try Call of Democracy.
Patterned with power, here they come, international loan sharks, backed by the guns of market-hungry military profiteers, whose word is a swamp and whose brow is smeared with the blood of the poor. Who rob life of its quality, who render rage a necessity, by turning countries into labor camps, modern slavers and drag as champions of freedom. Sinister, cynical instrument who makes the gun into a sacrament, the only response to the deification of tyranny by so-called developed nations' idolatry of ideology. North, south, east, west, kill the best and buy the rest. It's just spend a buck to make a buck. You don't really give a flying fuck about the people in misery. IMF, dirty MF, takes away everything it can get, always making certain that there's one thing left, keep them on the hook with insupportable debt. See the paid-off off local bottom feeders, passing themselves off as leaders. Kiss the ladies, shake hands with the fellows, and it's open for business like a cheap bordello, and they call it democracy. 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 And see the loaded eyes of the children too, trying to make the best of it the way kids do. One day you're gonna rise from your habitual feast to find yourself staring down the throat of the beast they call a revolution. IMF, dirty MF, takes away everything it can get, always making certain that there's one thing left, keep them on the hook with insupportable debt. And they call it democracy. And they call it democracy. And they call it democracy.